La 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 di da da la la di da 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 la 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 di da da la 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 Shabbat shalom Shabbat shalom Shabbat shalom La 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 di da la 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 ay ay di da la 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 di da la 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 di da 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 la 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 da la 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 di da la 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 di da la la do la 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 di da la 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 da la 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 Shabbat, our sacred oasis in time. Shabbat, time to slow down, unplug, recharge. Not so easy. We've been running around this week, a lot of busy bees. A lot of busy bees today in the temple, doing a lot of busy bee stuff. Not going to mention any names. Jamie, Susan, Barry, doing busy bee good stuff. But it ain't so easy to turn the busy bee off like a switch. So that's why wise old man Shabbat is saying, slow down, unplug, and recharge. Shalom Aleichem Malachei Haaretz Malachei La la mi melech malachei amlach akadosh baruch boachem l'shalom malachei ashalom malachei Amlachim Akadosh Baruch Baruch Uni L'Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Ay 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 מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי העליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי העליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. הקדוש ברוך הוא. As Shabbat slowly descends, I invite everyone who would like to join in to usher in Shabbat with the lighting of the Shabbat candles. Shabbat Shalom on YouTube Live. Hello. Sorry we can't see you. You are here in spirit in many, many ways. Prior to our lighting, we're going to please recite this pre-prayer. We may begin together. May it be your will, source of all, and light of my ancestors, to be gracious to me and to my family. Grant us and all Israel a good and long life. Consider us with compassion. Make our households peaceful and complete, crowning our homes with the feeling of your divine presence dwelling among us. Raise learned children and grandchildren who are wise and understanding, who are kind, who are people of truth, whose light will illuminate the world with goodness. Please hear our prayers in the merit of our beloved matriarchs, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. May the light and peace of our inner Shabbat candles never be extinguished, and may we see the light of divinity in every face we meet. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thank you. We can light the night to make it bright. We can choose to cease and find some peace. We can pause and let life reset when we light the Shabbat candle. connect ourselves oh so fast. We connect ourselves to our past. We respect the link that will last when we light the Shabbos candles. La 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 la, 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 dee la 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 la. When we light the Shabbos candle, we can bless our friends and family. We can bless the fish in the deep blue sea. We can wish the best for humanity when we light the Shabbos candles. La 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 la, la 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 la, dee la la la, la 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 la, dee la la la, dee la 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 la. When we light the Shabbos candles, dee la la la, dee la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, dee la 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 la. When we light the Shabbos candles, when we light the Shabbos candles, when we light the Shabbos candles. Shabbat Shalom, it's Shabbos to you. L'cha dodi l'krat kala pnei Shabbat nekabala. We invite the Sabbath Queen to join us. And tonight we're going to be using our blue prayer book because we're adding some additional text that is not yet screen watchable. So I'll give you the cues. What page it is? It's on page 20 here, but what page is it in the blue prayer book? Does anybody know? Oh, it is 20. Okay, great. B'nei Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'diburecha, Ishmi'anu elam yuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem u'letiferet u'letilah. Al lecha dodi במחשבה תחילה לך דודי לגירה קלה איי איי בני שבת בני שבת נקבלה מקדש מלך מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה קומי צאי מתוך אפיך איי רב לשבת בעמק הבכה והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה איי לך דודי Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Sing with me, please. Ay lecha dodi likira kala. Ay ay Pnei Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat, Nekabela. Shabbat Nekabela. Starting on number 6, not up here, but in our prayer book on page 20. Number 6, Lo tevoshi velo tikami. Lo tevoshi velo tikami. מה תשתוכחי ומה תמי בהיחזו אני אעמי ונבנתה עיר אל תילה לכדותי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך הדודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. Number 7 והיו לבשיסה שוזייך ורחקו כל מבלייך יסיס עלייך אלוהיך כמסוס חתן על כלה איי 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 לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך הדודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל, number 8 ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תריצי על יד איש בהן בצע ונשמחה ונגילה לה 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 לכדודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך הדודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. We stand if we're able to greet the Sabbath bride. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהולה תוך אמונה Am Segola Boichala Boichala Ay 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 Lichatoti Likrat Kala Pine Shabbat Nikabel Alecha Adoti Likrat Kala Pine Shabbat Nikabel La 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 di la 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 da la 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 di da la 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 di la la la. We may be seated. Gail. That was a Shlomo Carlebach song. The first song that we played today. Shlomo Carlebach. I'm sorry to say this in the temple. He's a musical god. And he's my teacher. And he was my teacher. One of the great composers of Jewish liturgy in the 20th century. I brought this up, I referenced Gail because Gail brought up the idea of, Gail and Bonnie brought up the idea of seeing this film about Shlomo Carlebach's life. That's going to be June 13th at the, okay. It is they take very big poetic license, huge poetic license, but it's a great starting point to get into his music, which is a fountain of soul and feeling and depth and accessibility. It's not cryptic and esoteric. It's really as accessible as the Beatles and Bob Marley, and that deep. We continue with the Shema. The Shema is the central prayer of Judaism. For good reason. It talks about the unity and oneness of everything. So, on the surface level, we think that the prayer is talking about the oneness of God and not any partners that God has. Not 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and that is correct. But there's another explanation that really is very moving and profound. It's that the divine is the substance and source of all reality, and there's no duality. So it's a oneness that is not a numerical issue, but it's the oneness of all, which helps me realize that my neighbor and me are one. Even my neighbor who's very noisy and keeping me up late at night. My neighbor, the stranger, and myself are all manifestations of Yud Hey Vav Hey, YHVH. You will find the greatest love living deep inside, living deep inside. You will find the greatest love living deep inside. living deep inside. You will find the greatest love living deep inside, living deep inside. You will find the greatest love living deep inside, living deep inside. You will find the greatest love living deep inside, living deep inside. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha Bechol levavecha V'chol nafshecha V'chol meodecha והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וכשאתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם. We keep our hearts open so we can pray for healing for our friends and family who are in need of that blessing. Bob Testani, Jill Anderson, Sandy Testani, Bobby Lewis Solar, Chris Fry, Mitchell Abrahams, Bruce Abrahams, Eli Elazar Ben Avraham, Nina Fair, Dave Ellis, Debbie Zweiback, Charles Serber, Haley Denny, Jackie Isaacs, Frank Gerard, Anna Phillips, James Shore, Marty Cohn, Serena and Mike Brewer, Jane Leichter, Carol Ann Mitchell, Susan Musili, Carrie Lenberg, Benjamin Ben Chaya, Catherine Babbitt, Gloria Byler, Brenda Abrams, Moshe Aharon Ben Yirmiyahu Eliezer, Megan Clark, Dan Heath, Orit Bat Esther, Elisa Green, Robin Cohn, Caitlin B., Elizabeth Miller Lovejoy, Jeff Eastman, and Jack Pardo. Does anyone want to add names to our healing prayers? Thank you. Thank you. Anybody at home would like to enter in a name? Okay. We pray for the aforementioned people to have a refuat hanefesh or refuat haguf, a healing of mind, body, and spirit. Mi shebeirach avoteinu mikor abracha leimoteinu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi shebeirach imotenu mikor abracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Can you hear Ratzon? May it be so. We embrace silence, which at the right time could be transformative. It's my pleasure to invite Chris Roth to the Bima to lead us in Adonai Svatai Tiftach. This opportunity for silent connection and conversation with the divine. I invite everyone to take a quiet moment of reflection, either seated or standing, either reciting the Amidah silently on page 48 or praying silently from your heart. Please join me in the beautiful blessings of thanks. We may begin. Blessed are you, awakener, life of all worlds, who opens my eyes to the wonders of creation. Blessed are you, generous creator, who stretches forth the earth upon the waters. Blessed are you, sacred flame, who shines your light upon everyone and everything. Blessed are you, wings of gold, who crowns my people, all people, in splendor. Blessed are you, nameless and infinite, who has made us in your image and reminds us that all bodies are sacred and holy. Blessed are you, liberation spirit, who moves us to stretch and to expand to freedom. Blessed are you, the way, who meets me where I am. Blessed are you, holy breath, who fills me with this gift every day. Blessed are you, abundance, for helping me remember that I have everything I need. Blessed are you, source of life, whom I draw upon for strength and reminds me that rest is a sacred act. Blessed are you, patient one, who loves me just as I am. Blessed are you, you of many names, for revealing infinite paths to healing. For these and so many more blessings, we say Amen. La 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 la. Amen, amen, amen. La 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 la. La 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 la, amen, amen, amen. La 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, amen, amen. La 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 la, oh la 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 la. La 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 la, amen, amen, amen. La 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, amen, amen, amen. La 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, amen, amen, amen. La 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 la, oh la 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 la. La 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 la, amen, amen. La 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 la, oh la 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 la. La 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 la, amen, amen. La 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 la, oh la 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 la. La 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 la, oh. Amen, amen, amen. Magic, voila. It's water drinking time. It isn't time for the sermon until I have a drink of water. It's becoming a ritual. It's becoming a ritual. This is how rituals start. Which reminds me, have you heard the one about this is a true story, a shul in Washington Heights. They were, during Shabbat services, when they took out the Torah, they would come around in a processional, and one by one would be bending over, nothing to do with the ark, but they would be like bending over. And people asked, what's going on? He said, oh, that's the way my dad did, that's what my bubby did, and Zadie did, until they found a historian who knew about the history of the temple. And what they realized was that there was a pipe in an old building. There was a pipe sticking out on the bima. This is when they first came to America in Washington Heights, and they had to go underneath it. So that got passed. That got passed from generation to generation. Yes, ritual. Yes, ritual. So I'm going to make the blessing on the water here. Blessed are you, Lord Adonai, Yud-He Vav-He, who makes all things happen just by words. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol niyeh bidvaro. Amen. This week, we are entering the fourth book of Moses, leaving Leviticus behind and trekking out into the wilderness, known as the Sinai Desert. The fourth book is known as Numbers due to the population census that happens in the first few chapters. But this book is less about bureaucracy and more about existence in the wild. This book's Hebrew name is Bamidbar, literally translated as in the wilderness, that mythical landscape sometimes translated as desert wasteland. Bamidbar, concealing dunes and expanses of deeper meanings, turning a physical location into a metaphysical truth. But the word midbar is also made up of the same letters as daber, to speak in Hebrew. That's ironic, given that a desert is a place of silence. I remember hiking in the Negev more than 30 years ago, and I've never experienced such overwhelming, almost cleansing silence. It's the last place anyone would associate with speaking, with words. And I remember stopping there in the desert and praying amid the silence, seeking communion with the source, like our patriarchs and matriarchs did long before me. As long as I can remember, I was praying. I grew up in a world like that. If you asked me when I was much younger, who did I talk to the most? It would have been Adonai. It would have been God. On the car ride to the city, on my bicycle, in my room at night. It was a kind of a running dialogue with an invisible person. That was my prayer life. And it also, of course, meant going to synagogue to pray. I was gifted a prayer book at my bar mitzvah, and that prayer book became my constant companion, dutifully using it every morning, afternoon, and evening until I couldn't anymore, until I had a crisis of faith and a crisis of prayer, until prayer became impossible. It no longer felt authentic. The question of prayer is thorny. Given that so many of us open up prayer books or come to temple or have a God idea that's so difficult to get ourselves inside of. How could prayer be the next great idea? In the first verse of this week's Torah portion, Bamidbar, it says, Vayedaber Adonai el Moshe lemor. And God spoke to Moses in the desert of Sinai, saying, lemor. Did God speak or did God lemor? Did God whisper or did God speak out loud? Which one is it? Because in the verse it says, and God spoke to Moses in the Sinai desert and then said two different kinds of speech utterances. A great Hasidic commentator, the Mor Vishemesh, says that there are two stages in speech corresponding to two different human development stages. Immaturity 1 into maturity 1. Then immaturity 2 into maturity 2. He says there are stages in the evolution of our development beginning in a certain place of immaturity. That naivete, if you will, is dispelled at a certain point. And if we go into maturity, that's the second stage. I recall many years ago sitting in a room of young rabbinical students who posed a question to the visiting rabbi. They said, "Rabbi, are the stories in the Torah true?" And the rabbi answered, "Well, it depends on what you mean by true. It depends what you're asking the Torah's truth to correspond to." So many people lose faith because they come with factual questions and get faith answers. For example, you want to know how old the world is? Open up Genesis 1. You want to know what God looks like? Open up the book of Ezekiel. You want to know what's true? We're going to give you faith-based answers to fact-based questions. And of course, if you're someone who's been exposed to anything remotely critical and scientific and intellectually rigorous, you won't be happy. Because your maturity now dispels your first naivete. I believed in you, Adonai. You were my girlfriend, God. My boyfriend, God. You were my best friend, God. Which means nothing bad is ever supposed to happen to me, God. You can't ever disappoint me, God. You have to give me everything I need, God. You have to be the God of the Torah exactly as it says in the Torah. We, of course, in our beautiful tradition, have an answer to the dispelling of our first naivete. We have an antidote to that disappointment that comes with recognizing that the stories of the Torah and the idiom and the frames and the images are there to teach us deep universal truths and not local facts. And the answer to that, of course, is second naivete, which French philosopher Paul Ricoeur called the great hermeneutics. The second naivete means I now re-enter the same words, the same story, the same places. But now I have a certain forgiveness. I forgive the text because the suspicion that it was trying to tell me something true in a factual universe is no longer what's there. I no longer expect the sea of reeds to split in order to prove to me that human beings have to walk through the scariest place to be free. I don't ask that story to teach me the truth. We allow ourselves to be midrashic, to be seekers. The word midrash means to seek out. We allow ourselves to seek out the deeper meaning behind the stories, behind the images, behind the immature postures and theologies that leave us bankrupt when they're proven insufficient. So many people I meet say that they've lost faith, or they've lost faith in a prayer life. They've basically killed a God. They've let go of a God image. Their experience has outgrown what their theology is. But they still don't know what it means now. Now, what do I do? I don't believe in that God anymore, but I still need to pray. As Rabbi Zalman Schachter Shalomi said, we're theotropic beings. We incline towards God, towards meaning, towards purpose. And now, more often than not, people say, you know what? I live in a world where I come with faith-based questions and I get fact-based answers. I come with meaning and longing and it's reduced to some fact. But what about God, for God's sake? What do I do with that longing to connect? To put a face, that's a face that I can relate to. Not the face of my great-great-great-grandfather, but maybe the face of my beloved mother or sister. Where the paucity of images that we've been given in our prayer life is so limited that when we no longer can find ourselves inside the text, we say, you know what? Where is that ashram again that you went to? Where was that? What's the name of that guru? Nothing wrong with learning from other traditions. It's a wonderful thing. It's in the context of mature faith. It's in the context of prayer. That's a response to the deep longing that each of us have to connect with something greater than us. We need to do Jewish yoga with our prayer texts. The original Jewish yoga is to take a word and to have it touch its own toes. Jewish yoga, Jewish prayer. Life is rooted in our ability to go back to the same story and read it again with the same words, but with a different interpretation, a different drasha, a different seeking out, a different meaning. Where is YHVH? Yud-Hey Vav-Hey? Where YHVH, Yud-Hey Vav-Hey, is not an old man in the sky, but being itself. When I say, blessed are you, I'm attaching myself to the fountain of all blessing. And who wouldn't want to do that? When I say the Shema, I'm uniting the masculine and feminine in the world and in myself. And we have a great big idea in Judaism, and it's called prayer. And it's the antidote to so much of what we get caught in. So here's the good news tonight. There's a way into prayer for every single person. The great Kabbalist, the Ari, said there are 12 gates in heaven, and that each tribe had its own gate where prayer went. Each tribe had its own siddur, its own prayer book, its own language, and gestures of longing. So there's one for everyone. There's prayer that isn't personal. That's affirmative or contemplative. There's prayer like Mary Oliver's prayer, where she writes, it doesn't have to be the blue iris. It could be weeds in a vacant lot or a few small stones. Just pay attention. Then patch a few words together. Don't try to make them elaborate. This isn't a contest, but a doorway into thanks and a silence in which another voice may speak. That might be our prayer life. How do I find enough silence in my life so I can hear the voice of Spirit in me? That might be your prayer life. Your prayer life might be watching your breath. The new Hasidism of the 21st century, mindfulness. Your prayer life might be singing. And so I tell you tonight, humbly, that for more than a decade, I didn't utter a single prayer other than the words, I won't speak to you, God, not until you apologize. For many years, I turned off the spigot of my heart, and I wanted so badly just to sing and to thank and to rejoice and to pray. And then I got turned on again by giving myself permission to pray into the mystery, to pray into the unknown, to pray into the doubt, into the anger, to pray into the joy, to pray into gratitude, and pray into my hope. As the late, great Rabbi Zalman Schachter Shalomi said, the prayer book is freeze-dried longing. Freeze-dried longing. And that we bring our yearnings, we bring our heart, we bring our intention, our passion to these words. And they come to life. They come to life. Prayer is the most natural, primal state that we have. Help. Thanks. Wow. What would it look like in your life if you or me or all of us found 5 minutes a day to pray in our own way? What would it look like if we committed to that in communities that we belong to? Prayer would be at the center of that community's life, that we would walk and talk for the sake of passionate, ecstatic, contemplative, alive, second naivete prayer. There's almost no part of our tradition that cannot be read in a way that will nourish your soul and your soul's growth and make the world a more loving and compassionate place to be. And the job that each and every one of us has is not only to read the prayer book with forgiveness and with love, but to read our lives in that way too. And the rest of the tradition in that way as well. How can we go back to allow ourselves to revisit the old places and see them with fresh eyes? How can we go back to those practices and reinvigorate them? On this Shabbat before Shavuot, we stand together as a community to receive the revelation of prayer and to enact it as best we can to bring about a better world, a more loving place, a more compassionate universe. May that be so. May it come soon for all of us. And we say, Amen. Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to invite our board member, Bonnie Berkowitz, to share some announcements with us. Let's see if we can get this mic on here.
Hello.
Thank you.
Is it working?
No? But these are on, so I don't think that's necessary. Oh, this is on now. Okay.
Hello, hello.
Fickle. Fickle. Yeah, these are on.
Anyone interested in participating or hosting an ONEG should contact Gail Ruthfeld, our new ONEG coordinator, to sign up for participating. Can you hear me? Do I need to repeat that? Okay. Anybody who's interested in volunteering to host an ONEG should. Hello, hello. Oh, ow. Okay. Again, anybody interested in hosting an ONEG should contact Gail Ruthfeld. Raise your hand. And we thank you in advance. There's also a sign-up sheet in the social hall. Longtime congregant Nina Fair needs our help Nina Fair is going through, she's just finished with her chemo and radiation, but is still going through treatment. A GoFundMe account has been set up. Anybody interested? We can give you the information. Recent passings, both Lillian Turchin and Janine Hirschhorn have recently passed. If you would like to send condolences to the Turchin family, please reach out to Silas. And information also for Vera Marty and Garen Hirschhorn. On Sunday, they're celebrating Janine's life at Bethel Mausoleum in Boca Raton, and they'll also be available on Zoom. Contact Silas for more information. Sisterhood. This Sunday at 1 o'clock, we have Let's Get Crafty. We're going to be creating Mod Podge bowls from nothing more than scraps of material. Step-by-step demonstration will be provided by Sharon Simon and Nancy Dennett. Join on Zoom or in person, and it'll be in the social hall. The Islamic Center, there is a community barbecue on Saturday. Dr. Tariq has graciously invited us to join their Eid al-Fitr barbecue on Saturday between, it's 2 to 5, or is it, I think it's 5 to 8, yeah.
Yes, 5 to 8.
Okay, mistake here. At the Rocky Knob Mountain Bike Park picnic area. Shavuot Wheat Harvest celebration on Friday, May 26th, 6 p.m. Shabbat service will be followed by a dairy buffet with the ice cream bar. Bring your favorite cheesecake, purchased or homemade. There are outreach groups every Wednesday, 1 to 3. The Temple of the High Country meets in the food pantry at the Hunger and Health Coalition to pack meals for those in need. To volunteer, just show up at the Hunger and Health Coalition. The Army of Love will prepare the next regular meal for the Hospitality House on Tuesday, June 13th from 11 to 4:30 here at the Temple. The Open Women's AA group, Sober Sisters, meets each Monday at 1:30 at the Temple's Etkin Education Park Education Conference Room. The parking is in the upper lot. Western Youth Network is looking for volunteers for their 2 mentoring programs, a community-based program and a school-based program. For more information, please contact Hannah Margulies. Hebrew classes, conversational Hebrew classes, led by Dr. Rachel Shinar, will be temporarily suspended beginning May 21st and will resume in August on the regular day and time, Sundays from 5 to 6 p.m. And Chuck Lieberman leads B'nai Mitzvah preparedness classes on Wednesdays and Sundays. And Rabbi Alty leads beginner Hebrew classes on Sunday mornings. Thank you.
Our thoughts turn to those who have passed on. Janine Gila Hirschhorn, Nicholas Gentile, Lillian Turchin, Trudy Applebaum, Sari Allison Gerb, Dominic Testani, Howie Kleinberg, Phyllis Lieberman, Dr. Erwin Kirby Kirschenbaum, Israel Ben Heschel, Hank Ripp, and Paul Ruthfield, Pinchas Ben Chava V'Mendel. We remember the yahrzeits of Edna Babuskin, Julia Boaz Jacobs, Isidore Michael, Jack Braverman, and Sam Adler. For those in mourning or observing a yahrzeit, please join me to recite the Mourner's Kaddish, found on page 294, and here momentarily on the screen. Thank you. We may begin together. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, B'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach li'olam u'li'almei olmaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekudsha b'richu, leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, ta'amiran b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. I'm delighted to invite up Christina and Jeff Wiener and Jackie and Bob Browser to open the Ark for our Aleinu prayer. And traditionally, when our Ark is open, we invite people to stand if they are able as a sign of respect. Aleinu is found on page 282. We may begin. Thank you. Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adonai kol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות אדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים. הוא אלוהינו ehod, אמת מלכנו וזולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום ושנת היום, והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Thank you so much. Shabbat shalom. Thank you so much. Shabbat shalom. We may be seated. Our final prayer is Sim Shalom, the traditional classic prayer, asking God to help us create peace. Sim shalom, grant us, give us peace. Tova uvracha, chen v'chesed, kindness and blessing. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Grace, goodness, and mercy to us and to all living beings. Laudable, wonderful, but it leaves us out of the equation. So the next couple of words help us collaborate, co-collaborate with God on this mission, this aspiration of peace. I will build this world from love, and you must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, God will help us build this world with love. We have agency. Sim shalom tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel. I will build this world from love, and you must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, then God will help us build this world from love. La 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 la. Sim shalom tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel. I will build this world from love, and you must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, then God will help us build this world from love. La 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 Shabbat shalom, good Shabbos. Join us in our social hall for our oneg.